Monday work day in the books. I love working from home because I get to do like little chores and all that during my breaks. Like, I could get a load of laundry done, or I could put away the dishes if I'm taking a little short break from work. But boy, at the end of the day, some of these days just like I feel like I like rot. I feel just like I don't move my body enough when I'm working from home, and it's just a personal problem. I need to learn to do that during my lunch break or something. But yeah, at the end of the day, I usually feel pretty crummy after working from home. But first, yeah, what a freaking weekend, man. That was one of the most like nonstop go weekends that we've ever had. From Friday right after I got off work to like Sunday evening, basically, I feel like I was just go. And Crystal and I were just so tired after all of that. But I mean, we were talking about it, and it was all for the best reasons. I feel so blessed to be able to be surrounded by so many people and so many great people that I enjoy spending time with. And so many people that are willing to celebrate us in our big moments of life, like our engagement. Thanks to everybody who hung around over the weekend and made it such a special time. Yeah, Friday night, we hosted a dinner party at our place with some of my friends from Japanese school, whom I've known some of them that I've known since kindergarten, which is crazy, right? Be able to hang out with people that I've known for 20 years is crazy. I've known these guys since kindergarten, and we still keep in touch. We hang out relatively regularly, like once every couple months or so lately. I feel like the vibes are always the same. Like, we're always just happy to just chat, and I'm just grateful to have these people in my life that I don't have any pressure to hang out with. I think I probably owe my neighbors an apology. We were screwing around until like 2 a.m. I think we started an Uno game at midnight. I think even later than that, maybe around midnight. And we were playing Uno No Mercy Edition, which it's exactly what it sounds like. Just like it says, it's no mercy. And then I ended up taking 2 hours maybe to play. So maybe the longest game of Uno that I've ever played, at least. Saturday morning, we had our engagement party with Crystal's family at Crystal's parents' house. I don't know if Crystal did, but I for sure underestimated how all out they were going to go. I got there and I immediately felt underdressed. And then in the back, in their kitchen, they had set up this backdrop for photos with an LED panel for us that said the Sano's engagement party. And that whole contraption was just like such a surprise. We weren't expecting anything big. And then on top of that, their whole countertop was just filled to the brim with food. It was such a great time. Like, we felt so surrounded by love and support. And Crystal's parents even had a really nice, incredibly well-written speech as well. And I think that touched Crystal and I both. But that was just a blast, getting to celebrate and be with Crystal's family for that. And to cap off the weekend, I had my first DJ set of the year at Mixed Pantry. They were hosting a Lunar New Year event with a bunch of local creators and vendors. I've been DJing at Mixed Pantry once a month since last summer, basically. I haven't for the last couple months because of the holidays and everything, so this is my first one of the year. But it is one of my favorite things to do on the weekends. I just feel so energized by the people in that space, like starting with the owner, Tak, and Diane also, who works there. They've really taken me in since day one. The only reason that I DJ there is because I walked in to Mixed Pantry to another pop-up and talked to Tak, and he invited me to DJ there. And ever since then, both him and Diane both have made me feel so welcome. They just have this energy about them and open up their space to really create something that I feel like Seattle is really missing. I really don't feel like Seattle has a lot of great community spaces and gathering spaces, and I just feel like there's a lot of barriers to entry for those kinds of things. And so it's just to open up the space and to create that space for everyone, and especially for minorities as well, has made a really big difference in my life, because I feel like I have been missing that for a while and not delving into community building as much as I want to. So got some really great vendors there this weekend. Definitely spent way too much money, at least money that I wasn't planning on spending, which happens a lot because there's always just such good vendors there. But I want to go through a little haul of what we got. First are these Mahjong shortbread cookies. We bought 2 of them, and they're just so beautiful. but they are shortbread cookies. One of them is just Earl Grey flavor. This one's just Earl Grey flavored, but the other one is a variety set. One of them is Earl Grey, one of them is Sichuan chili oil, I believe, and the other one is a jasmine tea set. So I got the variety set from my mom here, and then the other one, the Earl Grey one, we're gonna eat tonight. But we also got to meet David, who's the mastermind behind these shortbread cookies and his company, which is called Butter Bandit Bakery, with the cutest logo. I love that logo, it's so cute. But yeah, he bakes these all by himself, and he said he hand paints each and every one of these. Instead, I think he said that it takes about 20 minutes to paint each set of 3, which I think is insane. The amount of work that goes into these. Like, these look like I can play straight up Mahjong with these. Like, these look real. So David, shout out to you. This is just crazy work. I don't even understand. I could never have the patience to do that, and these are just gorgeous. Another thing we got is a piece of houseware that I'm really excited for. This box, it's in like a little cake box, which I think is really cute. But on the top it says probiotic lamp, and you might be confused about what that is. But there's a little like icon of a Yakult bottle on it. So that might give you a little hint. But yeah, it's, like I said, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a little lamp shaped in a bottle of Yakult. Drew and Minji, who are the masterminds behind this one, had a bunch of different lamps available at their stand, but they had a couple different types of the Yakult ones. This one is their resin 3D print one. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but they also have a traditional 3D print one as well. But I'm just so impressed with the quality of this. Like, I can't see any print lines on the bottom, and at the top it's using really nice material where it's like reflective, and so it like literally looks like the tinfoil lid of like a Yakult bottle, which I think is so cute, and the attention to detail is magnificent. Yeah, not only is it adjustable in terms of like the brightness and everything, this, like, the hue of the Yakult bottle itself gives off like such a nice warm temperature, color temperature of the light, and so I think it'll be great to just add that little oomph of ambiance in our room. On top of that, as a bonus, they gave us this little keychain of a turtle, but with its shell as a persimmon, which I think is so cute. They also gave us some stickers as well. I think these are gonna live on the Polaroid perhaps, but their whole table had just like such cute designs and really creative stuff. So make sure you go check them out. Their company, or their thing, is called Squares Works. It says designed and created by a pair of squares in Seattle. Yeah, Minji and Drew, thank you so much. It was great to get to meet you guys, and excited about all the great stuff that you guys are creating. So the last thing I brought home is Vietnamese calligraphy that was done live, which is really cute. Lynn and her partner Justin where they're doing live calligraphy with like a card reading as well. They had a stack of cards and had me pull one as my fortune for the new year, and I had pulled one that had said health, and that's what this said here. So this is health, and Lynn had done the calligraphy live in front of us, which I think is such an intimate experience. I'm familiar with Japanese calligraphy, but I've never had or seen any Vietnamese calligraphy before, and so this is so beautiful. Like, the attention to detail is awesome. She did such a great job. Like, I think this is so beautiful, down to the details of the paper, and then also like the ink. I really like, if you look really closely, it's like kind of glittery. It shimmers in the light, and so I love the attention to detail of this. I'm gonna hang this up. I think I'm gonna hang this up at my office, actually, to remind me that there's more important things than my work sometimes. But yeah, that's the haul. Definitely a really good group of vendors this week. Yeah, always a good time at Mixed Pantry.